I've ever been to this parade, so that's exciting. And it's also the first time I've been in the fire truck, so that's even more exciting.
Absolutely. You were a great Rookie of the Year once, and you get to be a Rookie of the Year once again.
All right, thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you, Chris. Absolutely. Let's get this thing cooking. As you can see, we are getting ready for the start of the Findlay Market opening day parade. Guys, we're going to send it back to you in just a moment as we get ready for this horn to honk and signify that this thing is on for us. Take a listen. You can see there Chris shaking hands with folks, seeming very excited about what is about to happen here for him. You just heard him say the first time that he's ever been to this parade, which is kind of crazy, but when you think about it, when you're doing the playing days, you got something to do here once this parade is over. So glad to have him back in town, ready for this wonderful honor. He is the Grand Marshal of this parade that's getting ready to step off. There are so many people down here. This place is packed right now. As you can see, with the marching bands and everybody ready to just sort of take this thing on what has been so far just a really, really great day down here in downtown Cincinnati. As you can tell, the clouds are upon us once again, actually feeling pretty good after the sun was here. And here we go. Here's Chris Sabo. Light it up. And there you have it. This thing is about to officially get cooking and rolling once again. Let's walk down here just a little bit. You see all the folks here on the top of this fire truck. You guys excited? Of course you are. What's not to be excited for on this Reds opening day? Wonderful, wonderful. We've got the bagpipers sitting back there. You ready for this?
Yes, sir. Go Reds. Go Reds.
That's right. It is opening day. It is a moment in time like no other. All right, as they get this thing rolling, John and Tanya, we're going to keep you updated right here at the starting line and let you know what's coming up next. I want to send it back to you just a little bit to sort of set us up here on this wonderful opening day. Hey, guys.
All right, Adrian Whitsett from Good Morning Tri-State. So good to have him out there at the start of the parade. So good to have my pal, my annual buddy. Thank you so much for being with us on this Reds opening day for the parade. It is spectacular today.
Well, it's spectacular to be with you, to be with all these fans, and walking in here. If you look back, sometimes you see this crowd build a little bit. It's already big.
Yeah, we were talking about it's more people than at this where we are located, by the way, at Northside Distillery, in which thank you for having us here. It is packed down here already. We saw Adrian where his location packed up there too, and out in this throng, in the crowd out there is WCPO 9 News reporter Andrew Rowan. He's going to be live along the parade route throughout our afternoon here. All right, Andrew, this is your first time in the parade, working it for us. What do you think so far?
It is amazing so far, Tanya. We are down on the other side of Central Parkway on Race Street, where the parade is going to be coming down here in about 15 minutes. If there's one thing that really sticks out to me, it's that opening day, the parade in particular, is intergenerational. I've seen everyone from infants all the way up to elders. How are we feeling about opening day? Yeah. What is it about opening day that has everybody out here?
Oh, it's just a whole excitement. Look at the city. Look up and down the street. I mean, there's just everybody is so excited. Gets everybody fired up.
Who do you have here with you?
These are my grandkids and my kids. This is what, our 4th year coming.
You excited for the Reds?
At CC.
Oh,
You gonna say go Reds? Go Reds.
Go Reds.
And
Go.
Hadley and the candy corn and Mitchell.
Everybody's all out here. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day. There are just so many people. The other thing, Tanya and Papo, you have so many different Reds outfits. You've got some people who decided to brave a little chillier and went with the short sleeves. You got some people who are in all sorts of things. How are we feeling about opening day here?
Hey, I love it. A lot of people, a lot of fanfare, fanatics. We're having a good time.
What do you got in your hand there?
Just giving out some candy. Got these from Minchie's up the street. Passing out candy for the kids.
Very nice, very nice. It's all part of the festivities, all part of the fun down here. Go Reds, absolutely. We cannot wait. It's kind of quiet down here, but probably not for long. I'll send it back to you, Tanya and Papa.
No, Andrew, definitely not for long. Okay, we're starting to see those at the Cincinnati Police Department. That's their honor guard making their way through. But let's talk about what's happening coming up. The Grand Marshals for today's parade, Reds Hall of Famer Chris Sabo, you saw that, one of the most decorated and accomplished third basemen in club history. Sabo was an all-star in his first season in 1988. He became one of only 8 players in Reds history to win the Rookie of the Year award. Now, during the Reds' 1990 World Series championship, you remember that well, that season, John Popovich. Sabo led the club in home runs, doubles, and runs scored.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he wasn't even expected to make the club in 1988 when he came to spring training. Buddy Bell got hurt. Chris Sabo got his chance, and he stayed in there at third base. And, of course, 2 years later, the wire-to-wire, the win over the Athletics, he had a big, big World Series. And he just became a fan favorite.
With
Spuds,
the goggles and everything?
The goggles, Spuds. He's the guy that drove to the games in an old Ford, an old Escort. And he wasn't flashy.
No.
He was just a Detroit guy, a really good hockey player, really good golfer, and a heck of a good third baseman.
And you know what? He continued to live in Cincinnati. I think he still does. He was coaching teams through high schools. And so Chris Sabo, good. So interesting to hear that this is his first time in a fire truck, number one, and the first time being down at the parade.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to remember blowing that horn.
Yes, he is.
As long as anything, because he's that kind of guy. He was a guy, Tanya, that when he was in the minor leagues and the Reds were at spring training, he went over to Tampa to McDonald's and worked while he was at camp because he was trying to earn some money. He was just a regular guy, and I think he's going to be loved being among all the people today.
He absolutely is. And so the first part of the parade, let me just point out to you real quick, like the first several entries, it's basically the who's who of Cincinnati safety, fire, that type of thing. You're going to see a bunch of firefighters, union locals, sheriff's departments, county commissioners, city managers, that type of thing. So that's what we're starting to see. That should be Chris Sabo's fire truck, I would imagine, for sure, heading this way with lots of people on top, having the time of their lives on this Reds opening day parade.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, there's all the officials come up, and then you're going to get into all the bands, and you're going to get you're just going to get a real variety of different kind of floats and just displays, and it's fun to see. It's an every man's parade, not only to watch but also to take part in.
Absolutely, and that's what's fun is like everyone's on this. You know, you make a day of this. If you can't afford to go to the game, you come down and be part of the parade. You get to be part of the excitement of baseball season, of spring coming back to what has been an awfully long winter.
Yeah, and I've always known that. When I first came to town, I remember people say, "Oh, did you go to the game?" Well, no, but I was at the parade.
That's right.
And so you felt like you were part of the opening day in Cincinnati.
I went to the parade every year of my young life. My parents wrote a, get out of jail free from the school. I got a way to get out of school. My mom took us down, and then we went to the parade, and then we went to the game. It was the best. The best. You got out of school to go do this. How could that? What's wrong with that?
For a lot of kids, a baseball game was a long time to last for 3 hours or so.
Yeah.
But a parade, you know it's going to be over in a couple. There's going to be something different to see every 10 feet, and it's great for kids.
And I love that they used to throw candy. I love that one guy went to Mingus and bought candy to throw. Yeah. This band, I believe, is the Hamilton County. This might be the 338th Army Band. Let's listen for a second.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at that. There's Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey handing out some swag to some of the kids along the route. getting some FaceTime in with the people. Love it.
Those are known as the pipes and the drums. There's about 30 of them, and I think they're here every year. It's a very unique sound, and it's great to see that because you're going to get a lot of bands doing a lot of different things as we go through this parade.
I live in Pleasant Ridge, and there used to be an Irish bar there, and they would practice there every week, and you could hear them from like my front porch. I'd go, wow, there they are. And it was really cool to always hear them practicing. Such a cool thing that we have that in our community for sure. So that is, there you go. So entry number 5 is the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office with the honor guard and the pipes and drums.
And you're starting to feel the energy level picking up. Andrew mentioned how quiet it was, and it was almost eerily quiet for such a big crowd. Everybody was just anticipating everything.
At least at the start, yeah, for sure. It's not going to stay quiet for long, is it, John Popovich? We know that there have been times when we've been, you know, just absolutely deafened by the sound coming from this parade. Now, who are these cute patooties coming up the way?
Oh my goodness, look at the Bulldogs cheerleaders.
Bulldogs cheerleaders is Adrian. Take it away for us, Adrian.
Oh my gosh, you guys talked about the energy, the momentum sort of picking up. You know, once you get through the pipes and drums, which was awesome to hear, then you've got these little ones doing the baseball action, having a great day on this opening day. Wonderful to see you. You see the folks from Hamilton County right here. Let's go Reds! Talking about some QRT, some addiction response right here with Hamilton County. We just had Commissioner Driehaus walk past us right there very quick. You see the QRT team coming through here with the big poster that harm reduction saves lives. Then you've got another Hamilton County commissioner here rolling through in the topless Beamer, Alicia Reese, hanging out right here. Yes. Always love the shout out here. We've got the Hamilton County engineer coming through here. You see this right here, the tribute to the late Pete Rose there. You got it on the first plow, you've got it on the second plow, and as you're gonna see it on the third plow that is coming through this area. Just a wonderful tribute. We talked about it on Good Morning Tri-State this morning with Vice President with the Reds, Karen Forgas, about how they are going to celebrate Pete this year on May 14th. They're giving everyone that ceremonial jersey with his number and that Cincinnati displayed right there on the front, which she mentioned that was one of the greatest things that Pete was so proud of, was having Cincinnati across his chest. So they're going to fill Great American Ballpark with that. We've got more folks coming through here in just a moment, including, it looks like, Mayor Aftab Pureval here in a moment on the front side here. I can see, you know, what do they call it, a big head or a fat head that this woman is holding. We've got the mayor right here. We're going to see if...
What do you think? Oh, it's an amazing day. The best day of the year, absolutely. So many people are out celebrating our community, and Hope Springs a turtle.
How about the Reds?
The Reds are, I'm feeling good. Feeling really, really good. Optimistic. New coach, Chris Sabo is the Grand Marshal. Things are turning up aces for Cincinnati.
What do you think about the turnout here as you're walking through this a little bit? We can walk a little bit here.
Incredible. I mean, you know, all these people from all over the region coming to celebrate, of course, the Reds, but also just celebrate our community. And the only thing bringing them out is their love of Cincinnati. It's hard not to be inspired by that.
Absolutely. Looking forward to a great year, I imagine.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, so we just heard from the mayor. You see him there. You see the rest of the throng, some folks out here. How are you guys doing today? Let's go Reds. Absolutely. We've got a couple of our city council members as well as the city manager that was here. Got some Cincy Sluggers right here, if you can see them. What's up, Cincy Sluggers? How y'all doing today?
Yeah!
Yes, love to see that as they roll through. You know, they're wearing some Miami colors, which is a little interesting, but we'll let them have that today as they get ready to march in this wonderful parade. Let's send it back to you guys in just a moment. I'll have Paul stick on this, though, as I do so, because the Findlay Market Parade float is coming through right now.
Yeah, you can see that there. The Findlay Market, of course, Findlay Market, does an amazing job with this opening day parade. I mean, our hats have to be tipped to them every single year. The 106th Findlay Market opening day parade. I love that their float has something moving with their big sign. It's awesome, and you can hear them chanting.
This wouldn't be a parade without them. They put that on their shoulders.
No, this doesn't happen.
No.
It doesn't happen without them.
And it's a terrific place to go if you haven't been there.
Findlay Market?
Oh yeah, it's just one of the real unique characteristics of Cincinnati.
You know, we have lots of great things about Cincinnati, but I would put Findlay Market in the top 10 of if someone came to town and said, what do we want to see in Cincinnati? We're going to Findlay Market. We're going to get ourselves some great groceries. We're going to have a little lunch, maybe a glass of wine, sitting outside and watch the beautiful city go by. It's beautiful.
Exactly. Smell everything. You see everything. Yeah, it's a terrific place to go.
So we aren't here for more than a parade. There's also a game, John Popovich.
Yes.
You know, there's that thing, right?
Yeah, there is. And we tend to forget about that every year, but it all starts with a parade.
It sure does. And our sports anchors, Caleb Noe and Marshall Kramsky, live on the field at Great American Ballpark. Guys, it's a great day in Cincinnati.
Yeah, there's the parade going on outside. Everybody talking about the Grand Marshal. We've got our own Grand Marshal here inside the stadium. I think I've used that line 3 years in a row.
Yeah, once a year, huh?
He's Marshall Kramsky, and I'm Caleb Noe. There is a parade going on outside. Fans talking about the parade right now, but when they get inside this ballpark later today, all the whispers from one seat to the next are going to be, hey, you know the Reds got that new manager, Terry Francona, this year.
Terry Francona, he's a future Hall of Famer, and that's been the talk for months now around Cincinnati, not just Reds fans, is that the Reds went out and got the best manager on the market. The one thing all spring training that I've heard from players is Terry makes us more accountable. No one was late for a meeting the entire spring. But I wanted another example. What is different about Terry Francona? How is this culture changing? So I spoke with third base coach J.R. House, and he told me through spring training, Terry did something that he's never seen done before. Every MVP of the day in practice and at the games was given a $100 bill in front of the entire team. First of all, it's a lot of days of spring training, so Reds are paying Francona just fine. But every day in front of the team, MVPs, there's 1 to 3 a day, were celebrated with a $100 bill. I don't care if you're making millions, it's always nice to have that and to be appreciated.
I'm still waiting on my $100 bill. Tanya or Papo, if you guys are willing to dish something out, I'm trying to win MVP of the day today. Listen, Marshall, I spoke with George Foster, a well-known member of the Big Red Machine. Spoke to him yesterday. I said, how much of a difference can a manager alone make over the course of a season? He said, maybe even 10 to 15 games. That's a large difference when you're talking about a Reds team that won 77 games last year. If Terry Francona can make a 10-game difference, that's going to put the Reds squarely in the playoff hunt, probably in the playoffs. In your mind, how much of a difference can a manager alone make?
You know, WAR is a stat, wins above replacement. A manager can make a big difference. It's all about accountability, but the number one thing is, can the Reds stay healthy? We got so much more coverage, and we'll hear from players coming up later. We'll send it back to Papo and Tanya. Have some more fun on the parade.
Hey guys, great to see you. Based on my salary, I'll each give you $1 because you're my MVPs. Listen, the parade is starting to hit right behind where we're located at the Northside Distillery. We're so excited to be here, and we're going to be coming back with more coverage of the Findlay Market opening day parade right after this break.
I'm so happy I get to do this job. These people saw a problem and said, we know how to fix this.
I had cancer, I had these. I really want other kids to have them and be brave with these gowns.
Whether it was someone donating 1 gown or people donating 100 gowns. Can you believe how many gowns you got?
Yeah.
What does this make you feel in here?
It makes me feel great.
Us all working together to spark real change and solve problems in our community.
Where does confidence
think this ball club is going to have a good season. And I think it rises and falls from year to year depending upon what the prognosticators think of this team. And this team's got a chance to be very, very good. And I think people turn out for that.
Absolutely. There's a lot of excitement in the air. I know that we talked to you before, Tanya did, about just how excited you are. Almost didn't have the words for how the Reds are going to honor you later this year with that wonderful statue. Just an amazing tribute to everything that you poured into this club.
Thank you. I'm still speechless over it. It's hard for me to comprehend and wrap my head around it, but I'm looking forward to September the 6th.
Absolutely, as we are too. Marty, have a great opening day. All right, let's go Reds. So as you can see there, Marty Brennaman.
You know, Marty's... Sorry, Adrian, didn't mean to step on you there, but you know, Marty Brennaman speechless, that is saying something. And I mean, the man is wonderful with words, so when you know he's feeling that when he just can't get the words out about how he's feeling about such a big honor like that. Let's get right out to Andrew Rowan, our own Andrew Rowan, who is on the parade route. Andrew, where are you and what are you seeing?
Hey, remember when I said it was a little oddly quiet? It is no longer quiet. We've got members of the military here. You've got law enforcement on their motorcycle unit. And the crowd is just multiple people deep. How are we feeling on this opening day? Yeah. You know, opening day is all about tradition. And I want to introduce you to one woman that we met here. Tell me about this mask. Tell me about this mask.
So this mask has been around for over 40 years. We have been coming to opening day, parade, and the game for 40 years. We used to sleep out at Fountain Square. Our moms, Ann St. John and Sandy Hicks, got us into baseball.
It's about tradition. What makes you keep coming back?
Because there's nothing like this in Cincinnati. All behind us is our family.
Wow.
Growing up, these are our kids, our grandkids. It's amazing.
You know, I was scanning the crowd earlier, and you threw me for a curveball a little bit. I was like, whoa, what are we looking here? Happy opening day. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the game. Absolutely. You've got all sorts of people, because speaking of tradition, if we walk this way, look at this on a Segway. Happy opening day.
Smarter, not harder.
Smarter, not harder. If you're going to go the whole route, might as well take one of those. Look at this. You've got big size chairs, and then you've also got little size chairs. Can we see the big bats, everyone? Yeah, how are we feeling about opening day? Tell us who we're with.
Good. Haynes, all of our bunch, and we're here celebrating the memory of Dave's dad, Bob Moses.
Absolutely. It's a whole family affair. You got the bubbles, you got the big bats, the tiny chairs. The parade is just getting started, Tanya and Papa. We'll send it back to you.
Big
Good
bats
job,
and tiny
Andrew.
chairs, yeah.
Anchor Adrian Whitsitt is live near Findlay Market as he's been, and started the parade. He has an update. Adrian?
Yeah, guys, I'm sort of marching with the band right now. I don't know if I'm in lockstep right now with them. We've got some of the Spirit Squad and the cheerleaders up ahead of us. You've got the wonderful band that's about to play another tune. You've got the Flag Corps right here as well. I know you can hear them. They are bringing the celebration. We're going to take a listen for just a second here.
Right back to you so we can see our friends rolling on the river, headed towards the river anyway.
One of the things you learn in covering parade, don't try to talk over the drums.
Yeah,
it's
the
tough.
drum and the brass, it's difficult to compete with that.
But it's great to hear them. I love hearing the band and being close up with them like that.
Should we take a listen to them for a second? Of course, this is back to our Hamilton County Drum and Pie Corps.
some friends with us. I didn't tell you that we were going to have the spelling bee queen and king up here as Scripps is celebrating the 100th year of the National Spelling Bee. Scripps, of course, the parent company of WCPO9. Look at this, 100 years of champions crowned as part of one of the greatest events that we also have some of our regional winners from Ohio and Kentucky and Northern Kentucky here with us right now. They were holding the banner. You see the bee here right behind you. I'm gonna make a quick step right here. Someone dropped some sunglasses, as happens. And look at this. We found some additional friends. Hello, friends. We've got Taylor right here in her first ever Reds opening day.
Feeling pumped and so excited. Look at this amazing crowd out here. The kids, oh my goodness. Hey guys, hey!
What's up? Go Reds. Oh, great.
Such a good day. No, it's my first time walking. It's the best day ever, guys.
Awesome,
yes, happy.
Kristen, you've done this like 3 times.
Wow, old. Thank you for that.
How's the parade going for you so far? What are you proud? Is this better than the last couple times? You guys are all first timers too? My goodness.
Wow, no, this is wild. It's great. It's great. No, we really had this.
Enjoy the parade. Go Reds. As we've got some mascots here behind us as well. If I can get Paul to shoot the camera back over here. Here we go. Mr. Reds himself. And right here we've got Shauna Murphy, superintendent of CPS. Hi, Shauna, good to see you. And the folks from the Reds Community Fund that are marching down in the parade as well. Just a huge crowd of people ready for some excitement when it comes to the Reds on this wonderful, wonderful opening day. The thing I can tell you, hey man, good to see you.
Good to see you too, bro.
It's great to see people that you know walking through the parade. How you guys doing today? Go Reds! Got some Senators. We got some folks from Aiken. We got some Tigers. The spirit out here, guys, is just alive. I know we heard a little bit of it when we were there listening to Andrew Rowan in the crowd, but just the folks that are in the parade themselves, you can tell that they're excited, smiles on all the faces. It's just a wonderful, wonderful sort of feeling out there, and extra excitement as you go there with the red pom-poms. I'm going to send it back to you, sort of get my bearings. It looks like we've got maybe Anthony Munoz's foundation coming up in a few minutes, so we'll check back with you guys. Tanya, John.
Adrian, great job up there, having a blast out on the parade routes. Fantastic.
I could see that you talk to some people and they probably say, well, you're going to be in this parade, and they go, oh, that's just great. And then you show up and you see people 10 deep on this side, 10 deep, and you go, my God, this is big.
Yeah, so you saw the WCPO9 morning show crew. That was Taylor and KJ and Kristen and all the folks. And they're like, wow, they're so blown away by our city because our city is fantastic. And we love our Reds baseball, and we love this parade.
And the energy picks up. So if you're walking in that stuff, it all of a sudden you just feel it. You get into it and you understand, boy, I want to come back next year too. Look, we got a juggler out here.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That is a talent I do not have. My goodness, I have no idea how someone does that. I can barely catch a tennis ball. Fantastic. Well done, yay! He deserves some applause.
Yeah. He took a foul, too.
Just in time. Look at this parade. Look at how wonderful things being tossed out to the fans, to the crowd. It is a slice of Americana. This is Cincinnati, everyone. This is our wonderful community. I don't care what anyone says about Cincinnati. We are a tremendous city. We love ourselves. We love our teams. We love our city. It is the best place on planet Earth as far as I am concerned.
And nobody else matches this.
No.
This is one of a kind. So either you like it or maybe you don't like it. But it's one of a kind, and it is Cincinnati.
And I'll tell you what, two of the Reds' biggest stars, Hunter Green and Ellie Deo Cruz, shared with us what they love about opening day in Cincinnati. Take a listen.
My favorite part of opening day is the tradition they got here. They got a lot of people coming out for opening day, and we appreciate that.
Just seeing the atmosphere, seeing the excitement from the kids, for schools to shut down, and
You know, to just have all the kids at the ballpark is really special. Obviously, I was one of those kids going to not Reds games, but going to big league games, and it's just special, man. You smell the popcorn and the hot dogs and the beer and all that good stuff. So it's special to be at the forefront of that and to be able to set the tone for the season and for the rest of the organization.
Here's to a great Red season.
Time Daytona 500 winner, and I think we've seen a couple of Tyler Stevenson and Brady Singer going by, a couple of Reds who aren't playing today.
They're not playing today, and so hopefully one of our guys can catch up with them and ask them, like, what's it like? You know, they're usually in the clubhouse right now, stretching or chewing gum. I don't know what they do when they're not pitching on a day like today. Do you know?
That's all they're doing. And they might be watching this for all I know.
Well, I hope they are.
But the guys didn't know anything about the parade. It used to be a little bit different when Synergy Field was here, that marched the parade into the ballpark with the elephants and the llamas and everything else. And
during the Marge era.
Yeah, in the Marge era. So they got a feel for that. Now it's a lot different, but they're, you know, Chris Sabo, like first time he's ever seen it, first time in a fire truck. It was pretty thrilling to him, and I'll bet you he'll remember this a long time.
Looking at that shot we just had, did you see how thick that crowd was? I think Andrew Rowan's got someone with him. Okay, Andrew, take it away.
Yes, Donna, tell us what it means to be here this year.
Oh, this is really special. There have been some special ones before, but this is differently special. And Jim's right here with us.
Absolutely. What is it like to see everybody out here smiling? You've got your name on the sign.
Yeah, I got my own banner. Do you believe it? All these years, I got my own banner.
What do you got in your hand here?
Jim's repo bag
for good luck.
Absolutely. Going to carry that the whole way through?
Heck yeah.
Enjoy the parade, Donna. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tanya and Papo, we are sort of in a lull here as the parade waits just to catch up to here, but that doesn't mean the crowd isn't as excited. How are we feeling out here? Yeah. What's the plan for today? You're here now. What's next?
Lunch and the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're going down?
Oh yeah, we're going right down after this.
Where's lunch?
Oh, I don't know. Yet.
TBD. Tweet at him. Tell him where he should have lunch. Look at this hat. This is awesome. This is great. Yeah, there you go. Everybody waving here. Tell me who we've got here.
I'm Ella. This is Jackson. We got Rena, Cindy, Hattie. We got everybody here today. So
I see a really cool water bottle. I'm gonna sneak back here. Look at this. Oh, this what? Tell me about this.
Oh, I know Budweiser. I love the
What is it about opening day that has you all out here?
The people! Day off of work!
A lull in the parade. We should put them out and just walk up. It's like energy radiating over here, Tanya and Papa. I'll send it back to you.
Andrew Rowan, thank you so much. As we see the Kid Glove team, the group that's in charge of that, coming by us. Kid Glove, of course, so important to our community.
The Reds have given them now 28 games to raise money for the Kid Glove for the boys and girls basketball,
That's
for
amazing.
baseball,
It's
softball.
really amazing.
Used to be one game when I first came. So it's a great opportunity. Find your kids to play knothole Kid Glove game in your neighborhood and help support a great
The
cause.
Reds and through the Reds Community Fund just do so much for our community. Listen, we're going to do so much of this parade when we come back in just a couple minutes.
WCPO 9 opening day coverage is sponsored.
Welcome back, everybody. everyone, to our coverage, WCPO 9's coverage of the 106th Findlay Market opening day parade. I'm a little discombobulated because I've shed a layer of clothes. It's that warm.
Wardrobe change.
I have 5 layers on. One's down. And there is the Bearcat cheerleading squad. We saw the marching band come by us just a couple of seconds ago, so why not bring in the dance team and the cheerleading squad? Oh, and there is the marching band. Go Bearcats. As a UC grad, always happy to see that marching band come by, John Popovich.
A lot of spirit up on the hill, and I'll tell you what, it's not their just their sports teams, but their bands, all the different boosters and everything like that.
Wow, look at the crowds out here. It is unbelievable how many people are stacked up on every sidewalk here to see the opening day parade. In fact, that's I think that's Rob Pieper's shot. That's Rob Pieper's shot. He's taking a look over where we are located right now, and kind of that condensed shot showing you. You can see the spelling bee in the back there. Lots of people waving those bats around and having a good time.
Yeah, and it's all ages and that stuff. I was really surprised. They found a guy that's actually going to the game. I think you'll find a majority of the people here aren't going to the game. They're going to go have lunch. They're going to go do something with the family.
Sure.
But it's fun to come downtown, and a lot of people don't come downtown all the time. This is also a great opportunity for Cincinnati to show itself. And I drove in from Indiana this morning, and I was amazed at how much the traffic was at 9:30 this morning, and I knew it was coming down here for the parade.
Absolutely it was. Our Adrian Whitsett's on the route. Adrian, what you got?
Hey guys, we are looking right now, as you can see, the towing folks, Barleon Seafood and Poultry coming through as well. You guys having a great time out here today? This is the energy that we have been feeling from the folks all day long out here. You see the steamboat up here with the Elks USA. Happy opening day, everybody. That's right, let's go Reds. Everybody having a wonderful time out here. I wanted to step out too. We're gonna show you this a little bit. You see this? Crosby Elementary, the Pop Cycles right here from the Southwest Local School District. Out here on the unicycles, doing the most, having a wonderful day. I'm gonna see if we can talk for 1 second. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Doing great. Tell me a little bit about how these kids get on the unicycles all the time.
Lots of practice. Lots of practice.
Were they all excited to be able to do this parade this year?
Yes, they were.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm gonna step out of the way so I don't get run over by one of these unicycles. This is super impressive. Right now, these young kids doing the unicycle action here as we go through. I'm glad that you guys get to see this in the same way that I do, almost street level, just an amazing feat. You've got the double tall unicycles as well over here. Just wonderful stuff. You guys are doing awesome. Have a great opening day.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. Wonderful stuff there from Crosby Elementary doing that, and followed up by them, as you'll see here in just a moment. We've got more of these wonderful Clydesdales that are coming through as well. We've seen a couple come through. It was about 10 minutes ago that the first batch came through. Now we've got another couple. Looks like we've got Wiedemann's Fine Beer, the Bohemian Special, moving through on this wonderful opening day. Lots of smiles from the folks out here as well. I'm gonna step out of the way and have Paul do the same, because these horses are moving and grooving. How are you guys doing on this wonderful opening day?
Oh, we're having a great time. It's beautiful weather. We've got these amazing horses, and I mean, we have a beer. So.
There you go. I mean, that sort of just encapsulates everything about this Reds opening day. Are you excited for this new season?
Oh yeah, we can't wait. Happy for the new manager, and yeah.
That's what we keep hearing. Wonderful. Glad to have Terry Francona here. Glad to have you guys here in the parade as well. Yes. You can see the coach here, if I can have Paul swing by. Look at this. Can you imagine riding through the streets of Cincinnati on this thing right now? Looks like you guys are having a wonderful time, and since we have a lull, how are you guys doing?
Hey, great! Yes, sir! Great!
And you know it's live TV, so the second you try and get somebody to stop for a second, this is what happens. Looks like we've got a couple of other folks and a wonderful tribute here that's coming up again for Pete Rose, the Hit King, if you can see it back there, as these folks say slide home over to Wiedemann. And look at this. You gotta love the really, really young ones taking part in their first opening day parade. Just loving it right now.
Oh, it's great to see. I'm having a blast out here. I hope you guys are too as the folks come back through your guys, John and Tanya.
All right, thank you, Adrian. Doing a great job out there. So fun to see it through. We're talking about Pete Rose. Oh, wait, let's talk about this. John Popovich, your old stomping grounds, being down there in Great American Ballpark, seeing these guys warm up.
Yeah, we used to have to wait for the parade to come down, and you know, you can't. I always really enjoyed going out there on opening day. I'd see Marty, I'd see Joe Nuxall walk in. You'd see the players come out. They had a little more spring in their step. We all did. That's what this is. This is really the unofficial start to spring. And there is Terry Francona.
We heard him say that his favorite day of the year is the night before opening day. I guess anything's possible on that day, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly it. Nobody has won. Nobody has lost. And there's a great story in John Arardi and Greg Rhodes' book about opening day that concerns Terry Francona. He didn't think he was just trying to make the team. I believe it was 1987. And Buddy Bell talks about he walked into the locker room the day of, and Nick Osaski had gotten hurt, and all of a sudden Terry Francona was going to start at first base, and Buddy Bell says, "What are you thinking about?" He goes, "Well, all I want to do is make the team. I didn't think I was going to have to start on opening day."
I didn't think I'd have to play.
He was nervous as heck. He ended up hitting 2 home runs, drove in 3 runs, and the Reds won that game. And you know, I'd wish I'd have a chance to actually talk to him about that and see if he remembers, because Buddy Bell remembered it vividly.
Terry Francona, do you really think he can make that big a difference in the team this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like having a good, commanding, professional boss at work who can drive you and bring the best out of their people. I think he can. I noticed all the guys showed up underweight this year. They were they were in better shape.
That's big,
and everything.
because they don't always do that.
They didn't, and you know, sometimes when you have somebody for a long time, you take them for granted. And I think Terry Francona is going to be. He didn't come here to lose. He didn't come here to just collect a paycheck. He won in Boston. He won in Cleveland, and he wants to win in Cincinnati.
And I think Cincinnati's important to him because it is a place that got him his start in Major League Baseball. He's got best friends here. Marty Brennaman's one of his best friends. And so, you know, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be one of the biggest storylines of the entire season. One of the biggest guys on the entire Bengals field is Ted Karras, and he's with one of our littlest guys, both greatest guys, and that is Andrew Rowan. Andrew.
Hey, Tanya, we're here with Ted. What does opening day mean to you?
Oh, this is unbelievable. You know, Cincy always shows out. I mean, this is, people are out today. Beautiful March day in Cincinnati.
You've got support for the Reds, support for the Bengals. What does this mean as a sports town?
I think this is one of the premier sports towns in the country. As you can see today, and this is like a world holiday, but it's just Cincinnati, baby.
You're throwing some stuff out. What are you throwing?
We've been throwing Buff City soap footballs. We've had some good catch. We've caught a few on camera. We'll post them later. There's some good hands in the crowd today.
Absolutely. Happy opening day.
Okay, absolutely. Go Reds.
Go Reds. This float is I try not to get hit by some people. We got cheerleaders. Who we got coming down here next? We've got some young athletes. Hey, how does it feel to be in the opening day parade? Who are you excited to see in the game tonight?
Let's go Reds!
lot of excitement down here, Papo and Tanya. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Andrew. So much fun out there.
And let's turn around and head back to the ballpark. Caleb and Marshall are down there with one of the guys that the Reds are really going to be depending on. Guys?
Papo, that's right. One of the players the Reds will definitely be depending on, the big lefty, Nick Lodolo. Nick, this is your 4th opening day. I know last year you were on the IL. Being able to be here, experiencing it, just what's it like to be out here?
It's special, man. You know, everyone's excited. We're excited, you know, and when you get the city as excited as we are to roll it out here to start the season, you know, it's what makes opening day in Cincy special.
Yeah, 4th time being a part of opening day here. Is there something that you remember from your first one where you were like, wow, that really stood out to me?
I'll be honest, my first opening day, I was more just nervous to pitch because it was like the season that we started. Like we actually opened in Atlanta and then we came back home, right. And I was pitching the next day after the opening day here, so I really didn't appreciate it. But you know, as the years have gone on and everything, it's something that's special. I tell all my friends about it, and happy actually this year I got some of them out here to experience it, so it'd be pretty cool.
We were talking a little bit off camera. Of course, every pitcher wants the ball opening day. Hunter Green has the ball today. What does today look like from a starting pitcher who gets to kind of enjoy it?
Yeah, get all your work in before the game and everything, and take it in. Whether it's your first or, for like my fourth, it's just as special. So excited to watch Hunter go out there and do his thing. I know he's ready, and let's get a win.
Among the changes made this offseason, obviously the Reds hired a new manager in Terry Francona. How has the field been different leading into this season throughout spring training and now into opening day?
I think it's more of probably a little different type of motivation. You got a new manager with us as a team, so you got a little bit there, and then just after last year, it was the year we thought we were going to break through, and we obviously didn't. So kind of that extra motivation there to come back this year and get another crack at it with Tito, and to get him out back with us, shows how much he believes in us and everything. So we're excited to get it going here.
Spring training is obviously not the real season, but what is one thing that you took away from spring training that gives you confidence about the Reds this year?
Ooh, the one thing, man, I feel like we've always been confident. The only thing is, it's just another year together, a year that we've played, experience. I've said it all along, we have the pieces to do it. So do a lot of teams, though, but it's a matter of doing it. And like I said, we've been through it enough now to know what to expect and get us to where we want to go.
Well, one thing we stood here even 20 minutes ago and talked about was if the Reds stay healthy this season, they have a chance to be really good. Is there a way to be intentional about that instead of chalking it up to, man, there were a lot of injuries last year? Is there a way to be more intentional about let's be healthy?
Yeah, I mean, we're always looking for ways, to stay healthy, to improve recovery, anything for our bodies and stuff like that. But that's part of the game. We're down a little bit now, but we should be getting those guys back soon. But yeah, man, I mean, we're doing everything we can to stay on the field, believe me. But at the same time, like I said, man, we're excited to be here. We've put in the work last 6-7 weeks out in Goodyear, and ready to see it into action today.
We've seen you guys working a lot on the Pilates reformer, trying to get healthy. Hopefully you guys can let me sit on a class one time.
Yeah, right. Shout out Robin.
Shout out Robin. He's at the best too. Nick Lodolo, he gets to watch today and be a fan of the Cincinnati Reds like everyone else. All right, we're going to send it back to you guys, Papo and Tanya, out on the parade.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Great interview with Nick Lodolo. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more of the Findlay Market Opening Day Parade.
The top 10 reasons to shop and save at the Morris Home Anniversary Sale. Number 2, get the lowest price.
Along with Tanya O'Rourke, and Jerry, proud to be part of this 106th Findlay Market opening day parade. Tanya, it's really moving along pretty quickly, I think.
And strangely enough, it's almost always in order today, which is not always the case for the parade. You can imagine how hard it would be to organize 106 entries for a parade.
And try to line them up in order.
And like someone's out of order and you're like, forget it, just stay that way. But it's been fantastic. We have an amazing crowd out here today. The skies have not we have had no rain. The weather has been absolutely great. It's a little cloudy right now, but not bad at all. And we're just seeing all walks of life. Little kids dressed up as food. Who doesn't love that?
We saw the kids, those were 4th and 5th graders on those unicycles earlier. You talked about
cycles?
You talked about jugglers having a tough time. How about these guys? That's the variety that we have as part of this parade every year. You never know. You go from Rosie's to Rumpke all the way and everything in between.
Wiedemann to like Rumpke, everything. Like you've got, look, some tall stacks type of thing, right? We are this city that's bringing back what used to be called tall stacks. It's going to be I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's going to be a big event towards the end of the year in the fall to celebrate our heritage. Our River Roots Festival. It's going to be fantastic. So Cincinnati has so much to offer, whether that's on the water or on land, and it's so great to see so much of Cincinnati represented here. This would be a great ride in the parade route.
No, it would be.
Look at that. The little rides coming by. You've got the opening day committee. This is the parade committee. And this is the Northern Kentucky Band. Which Northern Kentucky Band? Do we know?
I think what it is a conglomeration of a bunch of several schools that have been put together, and there's a lot of good bands in Northern Kentucky high school, so they put them together. And
can we listen to them for a second? What do you think? Let's listen to them for a quick second. So a group of different kids from different schools in Northern Kentucky all come together to be part of this band and get to be in the opening day parade. Not a bad deal.
Let's call it an all-star band from Northern Kentucky.
I like that. I like that a lot. There's the Flag Corps marching down the street. Our parade continues to make its way past us here at Northside Distilling. We thank them for hosting us. We thank you for watching. We'll be right back with more.
Arroyo, one of the great trades, brought him to pitch for the Reds and to continue to make music. Let's go to Adrian Winston. He has more.
There we go. You should hear the crowd. Let's get up here. Bronson, sir, how are you? Rocking this crowd right now.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I've been in the parade 3 other times, and just waving doesn't quite do it, man. You want to reach out and touch somebody, and I figured if we could hit them with the music, it'd be the best I do.
Absolutely. What a great rendition right there from you and the band. Tell me about, you know, obviously you're a fan as well as a performer here today. What are you thinking about the Reds this year?
Oh, you know, Terry Francona's here to kind of like cool the nerves a little bit. The guys all have about 3 years of service time, so I'm hoping they can get it done. If they can't get it done in the next 2 years and make it to the playoffs, then they got to retool talent. But the way I'm really excited about the season for the first time in a little while.
Absolutely. What do you think about this crowd out here?
Oh, awesome. And it never beats, you know, Reds fans are amazing, and it's always fun to come out here and just get a little bit of love.
That's right. Happy opening day, Bronson. Yeah. Thanks so much. Keep it rocking, man. Awesome stuff there from the Bronson Arroyo band. I'm going to make sure I don't get run over by the car here as I let you guys sort of hang out. Listen to Bronson do his thing. I'm going to try and get back to the photographer here in 1 second. Doing a little Beatles action right now for us. When I told you before, the crowd, I mean, they really picked up when they saw Bronson over here. Wonderful that he was able to give us a couple of minutes, or a couple seconds of his time there right now. We're going to keep rocking and rolling down race on this opening day. We'll check back with you guys in a few minutes, John and Tanya.
Bronson Arroyo never says no to an interview. Such a nice guy.
Doesn't look like he's gotten old either.
He's exactly the way he's always been. Let's get out to Andrew Rowan. He's got some special guests with him, too. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Tanya. This is Dance Lash Fusion, and they are bringing the party. Tell me about how's it going?
It's going great, baby. I'm loving it. Hey!
Let's walk for a second. Ironically, I've got the exact same bat. I wish I had come to practice because this is awesome. How you feeling on opening day?
Fantastic. What a day, what a day.
Tell me about this.
Cincinnati.
Tell me about this group.
This is Dance Flash Fusion, which is composed of about 80, 90 women, all ages, all sizes, all shapes, everything. We all get together and dance, just community dance.
I have the same bat. You got one dance move I could participate with you guys in?
Definitely.
Let's do it.
Definitely.
What is it? I'll follow you guys. Look. I could do. I've had better days practicing. Up, down, up, down. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, it's all right. How we feel on an opening day here? Yeah. I just embarrassed all of WCPO9 by dancing, but it is totally fine. I'm going to send it back to you, Tanya and Papa.
It made my day seeing Andrew go up and down and up and down.
He
Good
figured
job.
it out right away, didn't he? Young guy, first parade. Perfect.
He's doing great. So take a look at this. This is the 1870. I'm going to get it wrong. This is the old-fashioned guys. Do you remember their names? I just talked to them last night. They're absolutely incredible guys. They all get together. They play baseball as it was played in the 1800s. No gloves. The balls are bigger. It's unbelievable.
Well, you were off by 1 year.
Okay.
1869 Red Stockings Vintage Baseball Club.
There we go.
So you were pretty close. That was, and they're here every year. They play baseball the way it used to be played, different times during the summer, and they're fun to watch.
They are fun to watch. They also take on kind of nicknames from the age then. So the guy I talked to yesterday was Tex. I asked what my name would be back then. No one was willing to give me one. So I said something like Trixie or I don't know.
Trixie.
All right, let's take up. Brent Suter is on the field with our Caleb No and Marshall Crampsey. So let's go heading into Great American Ballpark. Hi, guys.
Hey, I don't know if there's anyone who Cincinnati fans get more excited about out of the bullpen than Brent Suter. Brent, growing up here on your second opening day. Is this one feel a little bit different?
It does. They're all awesome. Every day is a holiday. We know this. Every opening day in Cincinnati is special. But yeah, it's a little bit like, kind of the same routine as I'm trying to be like a regular game. But certainly last year was a dream come true in every way. Being a Red for the first game, pitching, catching Sean Case's first pitch. So hopefully today can measure up to that. We get a win and get out of here happy.
Yeah, last year when you realized it's your time to go out there and take them out, you get to close the game out. What was that like when you first stepped up onto the mound?
It was crazy. I was lucky that it kind of went quiet. You know what I mean? That my phone rang, Suter get going. It was just like, got in the zone state just kind of naturally. I did one of those good days that you hope for every day in baseball. But yeah, I just was able to get out there and execute pitches and finish the game out and screamed after the last pitch to Johnny and Ellie up the middle. It was a dream come true. It was awesome.
Okay, I know we've spoken about your phone gets hit up a lot on game days, especially today though. How many people reaching out, tickets, and et cetera for opening day?
Not as many ticket requests, honestly. Everyone's kind of got their own tickets, but a lot of like, hey, good luck, best of luck this season, happy opening day, all that, which is so cool. I mean, I think everyone's sending that to everybody today. Like, hey, happy opening day, spring's here, like, let's get some baseball season going. So everyone's pumped, and so am I, for sure.
Did you have a routine or a tradition growing up for opening day? Like, were you one of those kids that was always here in the stadium, or what was that day like for you?
I must confess, last year was my first opening day. I never had gone out as a kid. Yeah, I never got to miss school, I guess. Sorry, Mom and Dad, for throwing you on the bus here, but I was always kind of had practice after or whatever, so I never got to go as a kid. But
it worked out for you. Your practice, your baseball practice, got you here eventually.
Eventually it paid off. So yeah, that was good. But last year was my first opening day experience, and looking forward to the second one for sure.
What's the number one thing that you hope you could take away from today when you look back from 20 years from now?
Just celebrating a win with my family. After the game was really special. My brother flew in, everybody was here, and just big hugs, and my wife was crying in the stands and all that stuff. So just something like that where we're all celebrating a Reds win at the end of the day and celebrating baseball in the city again.
Terry Francona is the guy who needs no introduction. Everybody understands what he's accomplished in Major League Baseball. But what have your impressions of him been like as a manager here early on?
He's amazing. He's everything that I was told he was, and then some. Just a great guy. I'm in there all the time, ask for stories because he's got so much wisdom, so much experience in this game, and he's just a funny guy. He tells the jokes at the perfect time, presses everybody's right buttons, establishes the culture right away in spring, and we're thriving off it, and we're vibing off it, and it's a special atmosphere he's created, and can't wait to see it kind of flourish throughout the season.
When we spoke in Goodyear about a month ago, you were first getting your Terry impression down. Yeah. Have we made any progress? Where are we at now?
I'm working on it. I'm just charged. I just can't wait to see how good we can get.
Brent, thanks so much. You're the man. Best of luck today and this entire season. Papo, Tanya, we'll send it back to you.
That is a very good impression already.
Is that good? You like that?
Oh, it is terrific. I mean, I've been listening to Terry Francona for years, and that is pretty good. And if he refines that, it's interesting. Here's a Moeller kid that never got to go. They must have took attendance there. So
he never. Yeah, Moeller was tough on him, right? He never got to come down for opening day. I'm sorry about that, but glad you could be part of your hometown team because it's really cool to have him be part of this organization.
Back in those days, Mike Cameron didn't let you skip practice either to go to opening day. So congratulations to him. Hope he has a great opening day. And look at all these people. They're enjoying it. It is a real festive atmosphere right now.
Whether you're in it or you're watching it, it is fantastic. It is the Findlay Market opening day parade, the 106th. And we're so happy you're with us. We'll come back in just a moment. We're keeping that parade video running for you as we go to commercial, but we're going to be right back. Every day, good things are happening. on to WCPO 9's coverage of the 106th Findlay Market Opening Day Parade. We got a band coming by us at our location here at Northside Distilling. It is a fantastic day. I'm here, of course, with the one and only John Popovich.
And we're going to go down to the baseball field right now. The guy, the Grand Marshal, throwing out the first pitch, the one and only Spuds McKenzie, is with Marshall Kramsky and Caleb No. Guys, take it away.
Tell him we said hello down there, would you?
I can't follow that introduction, Papa. But let's talk to he was the Grand Marshal, and now throwing out the first pitch, Chris Sabo. Chris, first I got to ask, do you still have it? You think you can make it from the mound?
That actually, this whole experience, the Grand Marshal and all this stuff, throwing's going to be a little bit of an issue. I had both my shoulders operated on 6 months ago, so I haven't thrown a baseball in a long time. So I'll try to practice, and hopefully I can make it in the air.
I'm happy to have a catch with you.
Have you practiced yet?
I have not. So I'm going to try to do it right before I do it, because I figure I only have one good throw in me.
All right. So you told us off camera, this was your first time in the parade, seeing the parade. What was that experience like?
It was bigger and better than I thought it would be. Again, obviously, playing for the Reds for all those years, I knew of the parade. I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't realize how big it was. I mean, there was easily over 100,000 people there, I think. It was packed all the way from over the Rhine, all the way till we got back to the ballpark.
What is it about Cincinnati's opening day in your mind that makes it so special and so different from other places?
Well, I mean, Cincinnati, I'm a baseball historian, always was as a kid. I mean, Cincinnati is the first professional baseball team. And for years and years and years and years, the Reds were the first game always. In fact, they used to be the only game on opening day way back in the day. And that sort of changed, which I don't agree with, but it is what it is. But Cincinnati Reds being the oldest team, it's always a special day.
Every fan wants to talk about the big names, Ellie De La Cruz, Hunter Green, but you've had the perspective when you were coming up of being able to be an underdog to make the roster. What is today like for the guys who weren't sure they'd be here in the spring but found their way into the opening day roster?
Well, I don't know any of those guys personally, but I mean, for me, it was a accumulation of a dream. I mean, I told my mom, I grew up in Detroit, I told my mom when I was 5 years old I was going to play for the Tigers. I didn't end up playing for the Tigers, but I played for the Reds, and it's just a dream. That's still my most memorable moment, my first opening day in '88. That's even bigger to me than the World Series, because you made it to your dream being in the big leagues.
Chris, what excites you the most about the 2025 Reds?
Well, I just like how they're young. They're young, aggressive, not afraid to run. I loved to run when I played, and we have a lot of guys in this team that like to run. I'm excited they got a Hall of Fame manager. That sort of caught me off guard, but in a good way. So obviously he's a Hall of Fame type manager. So looking forward to it. We just got to stay healthy. I think if the Reds stay healthy, we can get in the playoffs. And once you get in the playoffs,
anything can happen, right?
Anything can happen.
Opening day more exciting than a World Series. That's a quote I'm going to print out for sure. Chris, thanks so much. Best of luck on that first pitch. Get to the plate. We'll see a strike, and we'll send it back out to Papo and Tanya.
Who has it? Is it who is it? All right, thank you guys. So great to hear from Chris Sabo. Really some interesting stuff came out of that interview.
Oh, very much so. About just about how he was as a kid. He was a Detroit kid, so he wanted to be a Tiger, but he was a Red. And he became so popular in this town. People
loved him.
Yeah.
You know what else they love? They love the Museum Center. Let's go down to Andrew Rowan, who's got a big old woolly mammoth with him.
That's right. Tanya, if you're looking at this being like, where have I seen this 2,000-pound woolly mammoth statue? It used to be in the 80s and 90s on Gilbert Avenue in what is now the Museum Center. Tell us about this thing.
It's probably one of the only icons in Cincinnati older than the Reds. So we figured we'd bring it out, showboat a little bit with Harry Larkin here for opening day.
Harry Larkin, and he's all decorated. Tell us what you did.
So we threw a mustache on him. I think the hat really sets it off. Of course, we have to do leg warmers. It gets really cold in the Ice Age. So we wanted to pop those leg warmers on the woolly mammoth. But again, the hat really sets it off.
Absolutely, Cody. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. Good to see you.
So he is on his last final migration through downtown. What's it like to go through the parade on one of these things?
Honestly, it's just amazing because I've never done this before. It's so fun and all the people are so happy.
How many times have you been to the parade?
Honestly, I can't really say because I don't remember that much, but at least once or twice.
The only spot that might be better than you is up there on that window. Look at those guys. They're just hanging out up there here. You're walking up the back here. How you feeling on opening day?
Fantastic. Can't wait to see everybody and all my friends. We have a great day today.
Can we get a pom-pom shake? Can we get a pom? No, you. I don't want to do it. You do it. There we go. How you feeling on opening day?
Great. Wonderful. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. You got the Mammoth is coming through town. Next up, we've got the Fraternal Order of Eagles. It is really just a party down here. How we feeling on opening day?
Great. It's my 40th.
Happy birthday to you. How many of them have you spent at opening day? I mean, not necessarily your birthday.
This is only my second one, so.
And so much after the first one, you want to come back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Happy opening day, everyone. Tanya, Papo. There are, I have to say, at this section in particular, maybe 7 or 8 people deep. So the crowd is out here. It feels really nice out here, and just another opening day in Cincinnati.
Yeah, just your run-of-the-mill opening day here in Cincinnati. That's the truth, because opening day in Cincinnati is absolutely spectacular. Everything from little kids to jugglers on stilts, Los Rojos, having a great time out here, Papo.
Yeah, and I think they got the circus company out there now. And I'll tell you what, I thought it was very insightful by a couple of former players. Brunson Arroyo talked about this team. 3rd year of service for these players. It is time now to make their mark. You know, they've broken in, they got past the nerves, now it is. And then Chris Sabo just talking about the influence of Tito Francona to this team, knowing that there is somebody that's holding these guys accountable for their actions,
He's
for their
the
play.
dad.
Yeah, he's the dad. That's it. That's a good way of putting it.
By the way, what you're looking at right there is the Sons and Daughters of Italy Cincinnatus Lodge, 1191, the United Italian Society Femina. So, like, you know, you would think of Cincinnati as a very German town. We have got more of a melting pot than anyone really realizes. I don't think, anyway. You've got the Italian Society. You've got a ton of Irish in this town. Hello, O'Rourke. I'm here. Let's go up to our own Adrian Whitsett. He has some folks with him from King Records.
The float celebrating the history and the legacy of King Records right now. I want you to take a listen to this for just a moment so I can get my bearings, because the folks are going up on this one. I'm going to try and they're celebrating over here with King Records. I want to just show you how the crowd is going up a little bit where we are now that music has got everybody a little hyped up. Let's come over this way. Paul can follow me. We've got the 25th anniversary here of It's Your Choice. And let me pop over right here. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. Is this your first opening day?
No, sir, it's
not.
not.
It's not. How many times have you been down here?
I've been down here a few times. It's the first time with my daughter, though.
A first time for you? Are you enjoying it today?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's the best thing about this parade?
Singing.
What's the best part for you bringing her down here, getting to see the excitement that it is?
I'd say tradition, just seeing the King Records float go by, knowing that my dad sung in Hank Ballard and the Midnighters, you know. Yeah, that's pretty awesome to see.
That's good. Obviously, you're a Reds fan. If you're down here, do you have any excitement, prognostication for this year?
Yeah, the new manager, Terry Francona and Ellie De La Cruz, really bringing some excitement to the city.
It's exciting down here, too. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Have fun at this parade. They're having fun right here. Look at this. Yeah!
What's up? I'm doing good. Just rolling out here.
I love to see the skate folks from downtown Cincinnati doing the most down here. Oh my goodness, I wish I could be on skates, but I am not good at that whatsoever. Paul's giving us a great look. You got a disco ball helmet right there. You've got folks doing tricks in the middle of the crowd. Everywhere you go on this parade route, you think there's going to be a lull, and then the next thing you know, someone's bringing the party once again. It is fantastic where we are. You know you're going to see these folks again once they make their way down Race Pass where you guys are. Papo and Tanya, and of course where Andrew is as well. Just a lot of excitement down here on this opening day today.
You got roller skaters up there. We have a marching band from Cincinnati Public Schools coming by us right now. This has just been an amazingly fun parade. Okay, look, every Findlay Market opening day parade is really good, but this one, for some reason, just is hitting different, isn't it?
Oh, I think. Plus, it's been a cold winter. It's been a snowy winter. So it's nice to all of a sudden get into this.
Yes, you're right.
I like what one of the guys said that Adrian just talked to. He says, what does this mean to you? Tradition.
Yeah.
And that's what you see, the new and the old, the upcoming, the skaters all of a sudden. Heck, I remember skating when I was 4, when I was, when you had a key and all that stuff.
That's right.
Now you have these people with great skates, and they're trying to redo a couple of skating places in Cincinnati. And to me, that's terrific. And that's the tradition, but the new era coming about too.
There's so many fresh faces out here, but you're right. Some of the tried and true. Cincinnati loves its traditions, and of course, this parade, there's nothing more traditional in Cincinnati than this parade. So we're taking a look at some of this parade as they're coming by us right now, and that's a Huseman group. Right? And what there's on right now is a 1928 Chevrolet stake bed truck. It's decorated with the Reds logo, of course. They've got pennants, riders all over it. They're having a great time out there, waving to their friends, their family, their neighbors, folks they've never seen before but are certainly friends today.
Yeah, you want to pick out somebody in the crowd that knows you, so you know you're on a float. Now here comes Jeff Ruby. Maybe he's throwing out free steaks. Who knows? That would be nice.
I'd just take the seasoning if he's willing to give me some of that. That's really his entertainment group and his foundation. So Pete Rose, by the way, this is going to be a big thing this year. Pete Rose, of course, we're all honoring the legend that is Pete Rose. And Pete was one of the first investors in the precinct, which was Jeff Ruby's first restaurant. And if we ever take a shot of me again, I'll show you my shirt today is all about Pete Rose, because this is one of the big things this year is we're going to be celebrating the man that did so much in the world of baseball.
Yeah.
And that is Pete. Oh, here we go. Look at this. See? What do you think? What do you think? Hustle and Peace, number 14.
You and I were both at a pre-opening day party last night, and how many people ask about Pete? They wanted to talk about Pete, the passing of Pete, his legacy, with the Hall, and it's something that's not going to go away in Cincinnati. He had such an impact as a player and a person that Pete Rose made an imprint that's going to stay for a long time.
Oh, this is the Groove Crew. Listen to them and watch them go. They are having an absolute blast out there. I interviewed someone from the Groove Crew yesterday. This is a group, it's like multi-generational, right? From 20s through their 70s. And they get together twice a week and just dance it out. And they live to be in this parade and others. They're hoping to be in the Kentucky Derby parade this year. And Andrew, can you hear me? Okay, well, we can hear Andrew, but he's out there with the Groove Crew.
Hey.
All right, talk to the Groove Crew. Go check them out, Andrew. Show us what you got out there.
Oh, we got our run up there. Yeah. You did a great story yesterday with the Groove Crew. The only thing is they move really fast along the parade route. We're running here.
Oh, you don't have to catch up to them. You can show us what you got in front of you.
We're
I don't care.
almost there. You can probably see us in the background. It's very meta. One thing, anytime they come past the crowd, the crowd gets in on their dance. Look at that. Here we go. All right. How we feeling, Groove Crew?
Wow, you're doing great! Woohoo!
Tell me about Groove Crew and how it is on opening day.
Groove Crew is so fantastic. We are a dancing group for anyone, and opening day is our favorite parade. We absolutely love it. We are so excited to be here.
Absolutely. Hey, tell me, what's your favorite memory of opening day?
The parade.
The parade. Why? Anything in particular?
Just it brings everybody out. Everybody has fun.
Absolutely. Can I be part of the Groove Crew for a bit and double down here? What's the move? Some of you. There we go. Oh, look, everybody's got this. Tanya, next year, join us out here on the parade route. We're having fun. I'll send it back to you guys.
I would love to. I might be part of the Groove Crew next year. You never know. I don't think anyone needs to see that, though. Not
I would
at all.
like to see it.
No, I've got rhythm in my car. There we go.
Let's go back down to the ballpark.
Yeah.
And one of the guys, I talked about Nick Landola counting on, but Matt McClain is back and healthy with the Reds.
This guy play.
And he's terrific when he's healthy, and hopefully we get to see him all season long. Marshall, Caleb, go ahead.
Hopefully they will see him all season long. Matt McClain, he's one of the most talked about guys this offseason across baseball with us. Matt, it's your first opening day. It's weird to even say that. You're an all business guy, routine guy. Are you going to take a moment to enjoy it though?
Yeah, I'll enjoy it. But you know, at some point, once the first pitch goes, it's business. But I'll enjoy it for sure. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what opening day is like outside the ballpark?
Yeah, I've seen pictures, but I mean, obviously, I haven't been a part of it. But I've seen pictures and stuff, and it looks cool.
Being able to go back out in a Reds uniform, take the field, obviously missing all of last year with the injury, what's going through your head today? Because I know spring, it's different than the real game.
Yeah. Just go out there, have fun, compete, and be the guy that I am. Be the guy that I was before I was injured, and you know, through spring, go out there and have fun, and play hard.
What was the process like for you last year, having that injury just before the season, thinking maybe there's a chance I'll get back at some point mid-season, and that didn't happen? What's that process like for you? How difficult was it?
Yeah, it was difficult because, you know, there was a slim chance I was going to come back. Obviously, it didn't happen. But just going through the rehab and stuff, having that hope for even just a little bit of chance to play kind of helped me push through that rehab and make it a little bit easier. But in the end, I didn't play. Got to play in the fall league, and I'm healthy now, so it's all worth it.
You've answered 1,000 questions, as well as your teammate, about Terry Francona this year. A lot about accountability. No one's been late to a meeting this year. My favorite story is how he was giving out $100 bills to the players who became MVPs. I know you've won a few. What does that do for the clubhouse?
I think it just brings everyone together, have a little fun with it. It's just a little competitive fun, honestly. You know, that's about it.
Did you guys stash them for a party or something?
No, I think I kept mine. Yeah.
How does that happen? Is it a $100 bill? Is it a straight 100?
Yeah,
straight cash, homie. Matt, what's the biggest thing you hope to get out of today? Obviously the game and a win, but personally, your first big league opening day.
Just have fun, be the guy that I am, and feel the environment, and just have fun with it and win.
How good can this Reds team be this year? What's the ceiling for this Reds team?
You know, I think everyone's talked about it. You know, we're good enough to be in the World Series and win it. Obviously, there's a lot of steps that we have to accomplish before that. So we got to simple it down to dominating today, and then just show up tomorrow, dominate tomorrow, next day, day by day. And if we do that, we'll like where we are at the end of the season.
Single-minded, trying to find ways to dominate, starting with his first opening day. Matt, thanks so much for your time. We'll send it back to Tanya and Papa.
Look, I got caught with my back turned looking at this. Someone just handed me this. It's
very nice, too.
I'm wearing this all day. And we're coming back in just a few minutes with more of the Findlay Market opening day parade.
Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. We are watching this parade pass us by, the 106th Findlay Market opening day parade. We just saw representatives of the Joe Nuxall Foundation.
Yep.
They've done so many good things with the Miracle League, and Nuxie's created a legacy. I mean, he was great when he was alive and doing so many things on the radio, but he's lived on in so many other ways.
And his son has really carried that torch
for
him, hasn't he? And I remember doing a story on the Miracle League a million years ago now about how they use big red thread on the ball so the kids who have vision issues can see the ball.
Right.
It's just a fantastic thing so that everyone can play a role in baseball with whatever whatever issues you might have. Maybe you can't run as fast as the next kid, but you can get out there on that Miracle League.
Yep, and again, a lot of this parade, when you think about it, whether it's Kid Glove or the Miracle League, is giving people opportunity to enjoy this game. There's a lot of other things to do for kids these days. And now, but now there's other opportunities for maybe young boys and girls that didn't have a chance to play baseball in the past. We just saw King's Records going by.
Yeah, this is the Cincinnati Parks, I believe, coming by. Look at this beautiful shot of this beautiful young girl with her American flag watching this parade go by. Doesn't that just feel like a Chamber of Commerce sort of moment right there? Just a beautiful thing.
And we have fabulous parks in Cincinnati and in Hamilton County, and frankly, all of the whole area has great parks. So get out and enjoy them.
That's right. I think that is the members of the Zap Band and the Charms of Otis Williams, and the Charms are on that float coming by. Wonderful old vehicles, old fire trucks, everything that we love about those traditions in this Findlay Market opening day parade.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new. And we're going to be back with more of the 106th Findlay Market opening day parade in just a minute.
Of the 106th Findlay Market opening day parade. We're getting a little bit of some gusts coming through, some wind gusts right now, but it's okay. Everyone's enjoying the day so far, I think.
That's it. If there's food out there, they were smelling it all, so it's great as they go by. But you can see here's the Oak Hills, and the Highlanders have always been part of this parade, and they continue to have strong numbers there, as I could see.
Oh yeah, let's listen in for a moment. put together, the Highlanders, a really nice band over there in Oak Hill. So hats off to you guys.
Oh, there's some fast movers here, too.
Who we have here? They're cruising right along, coming down Ray Street. We're thinking it's Jack Sendell, but I thought they came by a little earlier. I might be wrong about that. Whoever they are, they're busting a move and playing a song as they go on by.
Pride of Osgood, Indiana.
You know what? I just saw someone with a Lebanon shirt on, so I wonder if that was Lebanon. Not sure. Maybe it was the East Central Marching Trojans. So let's try to get that one right. I think that's what that might have been.
Well, what you do, you get the feeling if East Central's coming from St. Leon, Jacksonville's coming from Osgood. You got people east, west, north. You got a bunch of Dayton entries here today.
You know, Reds Country, talk about Reds Country, Papo, because it really spans far larger than the tri-state, doesn't it?
Yeah, and really, you look at the radio network that's always been put together by the Reds. It's one of the biggest that in the entire Major League Baseball because it covers so much into Ohio, into West Virginia, down to Kentucky, over into Indiana. So there's a lot of portions of Reds Country, and a lot of them are represented here today.
I think that is the Salt Run Stables. Those are horse-drawn carriage being pulled by those two beautiful Clydesdales wearing Reds hats, which I loved. Yeah, and that's a smaller black carriage pulled. There's a drum horse that's in the back that's going to be pulled by a drum horse. I'm sorry. So it's a little black carriage back there too, and a couple really cute little kids posing for us in that. By the way, that Salt Run Stables, it's family owned. It's in Morrow, Ohio. So as you said, to your point of entries from all over the tri-state, because Reds Country is so much bigger than I think people really realize. It's reaching into West Virginia, down to Nashville, Tennessee. I went to the University of Cincinnati, but I also went to the University of Tennessee, and I remember being down there at night. I could hear 700 signal, and I'd listen to the Reds games.
Sure.
And I loved it. I absolutely loved being able to be part of my hometown while I was away.
Well, keep in mind, this is one of the reasons why the Reds always started at home, was because they were the most southernmost Major League Baseball team for a long time. So a lot of people south of Cincinnati were Cincinnati Reds fans. It was the closest team to them. By
the way, what you just saw there, you saw my shirt a little bit earlier, that one that says "Hustle and Peace," Pete Rose. Well, that was Randy Freaking, and so he is an attorney in town who just happens to love the Reds. He's part of the Reds Community Fund, and he had that big fundraiser that both you and I were in attendance last night, and always trying to raise money for the Reds Community Fund, which does such incredible work in our community, really reaching out to teenagers and young kids, whether female or male, trying to get them involved in the game of baseball or softball and making sure that they're staying on track academically as well.
Oh yeah, Randy and his nephew Grant Freaking have a book out right now that they wrote about it. It's a fantasy book about 1981 Reds, where they had the best record in baseball, but they didn't make it to the playoffs. And they kind of visualized what could have happened if they would have let the Reds play. If you have a chance, I forget exactly what the name of the book was, but look at it. Look at the Freakings. They put it together and did a great job.
Worth a read. This is a wonderful looking marching band coming right at us. We're going to look at them for a quick second before we head into a break and bring you more of the 106th Findlay Market Opening Day Parade.
Looking forward to another election.
Central, maybe? But
That could
that
be
is
the
East
Trojans
Central.
of East Central. And that is, I know, an award-winning band. They've had really good bands in recent years, and they usually are here.
Yeah, they are. Take a listen to them just for a second. They're coming right by where we're located here at Northside Distillery at Race and Court. We thank them for hosting us, by the way. It's a great location, stacked with thousands of people here just watching the parade go by. There's great parks. Of course, they love the Reds, don't we all? And it has just been a magnificent day out here in Cincinnati. Fantastic for the people of Cincinnati to get to come and enjoy their community and all that it has to offer.
I used to think it was a problem because the opening day used to be on like the 6th or 7th of April. But then they started holding it in March. They moved the season up.
Yes.
And it has really allowed a lot of more youngsters to come here. They don't have to miss school because they're on spring break. So I think it's a lot easier for parents to bring kids down here, and they probably build it into their whole spring break plans.
Look at this, Northern Kentucky University, home of the Vikings coming on by. NKU is one of those universities that has just seen an incredible growth over the last, I don't know, 20 years or so. They just lost their former president, Dr. Votruba, who really put NKU on the map.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, he was just a wonderful man, and he engaged with everybody, and he really built NKU into what it is today.
Did I say the Vikings? I meant the Norse.
You
What
meant
was
the
I
Norse.
thinking?
That's okay, but it's pretty close, aren't they?
Well, they're kissing cousins. How about that? We have some folks dancing right here. What is this? Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden, maybe? Nothing better than the zoo in the springtime. Go check out those zoo blooms. There's Fiona, everyone's favorite hippo. Fritz and Fiona, that dynamic duo dancing under the water there. 150 years for that wonderful gem in Cincinnati. Probably one of my favorite places to go take a walk. Speaking of taking a walk, our Andrew Rowan is out all walking the parade route right now. Andrew.
Hey, Tanya, we're here with, how many times have you been at this parade, Laura?
Oh, this is my first year ever. I'll be back next year.
What do you love so much about it, experiencing it for the first time?
Just all the people and the excitement, and everybody's so glad to be here.
What made you say I want to be here this year?
And this is my girlfriend, Lori, and she said, come on down.
Very nice. What do you love about the parade?
I love all the bands. I like all the rat type. All the kids' candy we all fight over. Get it for the kids, yeah, right.
Have a great opening day, all of you. I want to, Tanya, just show you how many people are here. This is Central Parkway. It is several people deep, even sort of at some point going into the parade route. Let's see if we can talk with some of these folks right here. How are we feeling on opening day? Good. Yeah. Oh, we got some people high. It's all right. How many times have you been to opening day?
3 times.
3 times. What is it about it that you think makes Cincinnati so special?
See everybody out enjoying themselves, kids playing, and a good parade.
The good vibes, for sure. Thank you. Enjoy the parade.
Thank you.
We are still here in the stretch. Oh, look who we've got here. Some more mascots. This is, I guess, a building materials float. How are we feeling up there?
Good.
What is it like to walk the parade from up there?
Very fun.
Very fun. I think that's the overall vibe for the day, Tanya and Papo. Very fun. I'll send it back to you. I'm having very fun. A lot of fun.
I think you're having a very fun day, Andrew Rowan. I think it's been a lot of fun for all of us. Hopefully it's been a lot of fun for you to be watching this. We're almost to the end of our coverage. We're only going till 2 o'clock today. This parade is 160 entries deep. We're about, where we're sitting right now, at about 125. Not bad. That is not bad. This parade has been just a flying by.
And think when we started doing it, the parade would be done and we'd still be talking.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I remember those first couple years just being so wicked cold that I was about to cry. It was so cold.
It was. I guess that's one of the good parts of climate change or whatever. Is that
I just think we were in a wind tunnel that year.
Yeah, we have had a wonderful day here, and you could just see. I hope you've been able to tell at home how much everybody's enjoying this. Just the great atmosphere that we have in this city, and it's just one of the unique things of Cincinnati. And there are so many things that make Cincinnati special.
Yep, that is this Independent Film Festival. They've got some mascots, Crunchy and Bubs, along with members of the Cindependent team. They're hosting Hollywood Comes to Cincinnati at Great American Ballpark in July, right before the Dodgers, which makes a lot of sense, right before the Dodgers game on the 29th. And Cincinnati has such an incredible film community. It really does.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so proud to see how much it has grown. One of my sons is involved, does a lot of set decorating for some of the films that come to town, and he's having a thriving career. So it's really wonderful to see how much that has grown in this community. It's fantastic. Our community, Cincinnati, Greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Southeast Indiana, where you live, where you love being. You know, this guy from Northern Ohio has made this your home. There's something for everyone in this wonderful place that we call home.
Once you come here, it's hard to leave, is what the problem is.
Yeah, we trap you here. That's a problem.
You find out there's a lot of small town elements in a big city,
yep.
And you have everything else and it's a very welcoming community. I remember somebody telling me, well, you're not going to fit in. You're from Northeast. Oh, heck. You know, just enjoy how great this is, because so many people have relocated here and they've decided to stay. You see the athletes that come here. They play with the Bengals and the Reds and whatever. They've never left.
The Anthony Munozes, the Chris Collinsworth,
yep.
You know, Chris Sabo. A lot of these guys stay put because they learned to love this place.
Yep. Hey, I want to thank you for letting me come do this again with you. One time a year, like I said, I appreciate the call, but I love this afternoon spending time with you.
I love spending time with my friend John Popovich, one of the guys I've always revered. You are absolutely a legend in broadcasting. I love being with you. Thank you for making my job easier on these days. Folks, it is a wonderful day out here. The sun is out. We have just about a minute left to tell you about what's going on here, and we're going to tell you that it is beautiful outside. It is absolutely lovely. If you can get outside today, after we're done, of course, with this parade and this broadcast, go on outside, enjoy it. If you can, get down and enjoy that block party that the Reds throw outside. You don't even have to have a ticket to go and enjoy and be part of Reds opening day.
And hopefully we enjoy this season into October this year. That would be great.
Yep, first pitch today against the San Francisco Giants is at 4:10 at Great American Ballpark. There are pregame ceremonies that start at 3:30. There's going to be a moment of silence and all kinds of stuff there in recognition of the great Pete Rose and others that we've lost. Thank you for being with us. We're going to leave you with just a look back at today's glorious parade.
You guys excited?
It's just a whole excitement. Look at the city. Look up and down the street. I mean, there's just everybody is so excited.
It's so excited. Look at this amazing crowd out here.
The only thing bringing them out is their love of Cincinnati. It's hard not to be inspired by that.
How are we feeling on this opening day?
When you get the city as excited as we are to roll it out here to start the season, you know, it's what makes opening day in Cincy special.
This is really special. There have been some special ones before, but this is differently special.
You get to be part of the excitement of baseball season, of spring coming back to what has been an awfully long winter.
And I think people turn out for that.
Oh, this is unbelievable. You know, Cincy always shows out. I mean, this is, people are out today.
Let's go Reds! It's the best day ever, guys.